Your girlfriend works at a karaoke bar. She likes it when you finish on her face, especially when it's raining outside. You know how that sounds. And you know what kind of place that makes this. But you don't care. Because when she texts you after her shift, when she tells you to come get her, when she leans into you like you're the only person that matters, you let yourself believe something dangerous. That you're different. That you're not like the other guys sitting in those rooms, paying for her time. That she treats you differently. That somehow, you matter more. And if you think this is just about money, it's not. This is about what happens when you start believing she's yours. You're 18. Not rich, not special, just trying to make money and stay ahead of whatever life is throwing at you. You've been around places like this for over a year now, not sitting at the tables, not spending, working, running errands, handling cash, doing whatever the older guys tell you to do. Nothing official, nothing clean, but it pays. And more importantly, it puts you close to things most people never get access to. Money, people, power. At least, that's what it feels like. That's how you met her. And that's where the first line got crossed. You weren't supposed to get involved. That was the rule. Don't touch the girls. Don't get attached. Don't be stupid. But you did. And nobody had to yell at you for it. Nobody had to threaten you. They just moved you. Different place. Same system. A few miles away. New setup. New faces. Same kind of money moving through your hands every night. And at the time, it felt like a promotion. Less oversight. More responsibility. More cash. You remember the first time you held that much money in one place. It wasn't yours. But it didn't feel distant anymore either. You start counting it faster. Handling it like it belongs in your hands. Like you understand it. Like you deserve to be around it. And that's the part that should bother you. Because nothing has gone wrong yet. You're working. You're getting paid. You've got a girl you think about every night. A girl you think is yours. From the outside, it almost looks like you're doing better than before. And if I'm being honest, if you were in that exact position, would you stop and question any of it? Or would you do exactly what you're doing right now? Because you don't feel like you're losing control. You feel like you're finally getting it. You feel like you understand how this world works. And that belief, that she's yours, that you're different, that you're in control, that's exactly where this starts to fall apart. At first, nothing changes. You still see her after work. Same routine. She texts you. You go pick her up. You take her somewhere quiet. And for a few hours, it feels real. She laughs differently with you. Talks softer. Stays a little longer than she has to. And you notice it. Of course you do. Because you're looking for it. You're collecting small details, turning them into proof. Proof that you're not like the other guys. Proof that she chooses you. Proof that she's yours. But there's something you keep ignoring. Every single time. The clock. Because when she's with you, it's after her shift. After she's done working. After someone else already paid for her time. And somehow, you turn that into something meaningful. That's where it starts. Not when you spend money. But when you start changing what things mean, just to protect how you feel. And then one night, something small happens. She texts you. Come get me in 10. Simple. Normal. Except this time, you don't have money. Not your own. Your paycheck isn't coming for another 10 days. And for the first time, you hesitate. Not because you don't want to see her, but because you don't want to show up empty. Because somewhere along the way, this stopped being free. Not officially. No one said it out loud. But you feel it. Every drink. Every room. Every late night. There's always money involved. And now, you're the one paying. So you think of something. Just temporary. Just this once. You're sitting there anyway, counting money that isn't yours every night. Moving it. Stacking it. Watching it go in and out like it's nothing. So what's the difference? If you take a little, you'll put it back. Next paycheck. No one will notice. That's what you tell yourself. And this is the part I want you to pay attention to. Because this right here, this is the moment everything actually changes. Not when you take the money, but when you rename it. You don't call it stealing. You call it borrowing. You don't call it a problem. You call it a plan. And once you do that, it gets easier. You pick her up that night. Same as always. She smiles. Leans into you. Acts like nothing's different. And for a few hours, you forget everything. Until you don't. Because when you wake up the next morning, the money is gone. And for the first time, you realize something you didn't want to admit before. This isn't just about her anymore. This is about the life that comes with her. The nights. The spending. The feeling. And the worst part? You don't just want her. You want all of it. And that's when it stops being something you control and starts becoming something you need. At first, it's manageable. You tell yourself it's just a small amount. You'll fix it. You always do. So you keep going. Same routine. Work, money, her, repeat. But something's different now. Every time you see her, it costs more. Not just money, energy, focus. You start staying out longer, spending more, trying harder to keep that feeling alive. Because now you're not just seeing her, you're maintaining something you don't even fully understand. And the numbers start stacking up, quietly. In the background, at first it's small, a little here, a little there. Then one day, you stop counting. Because you already know it's bad. You just don't want to see how bad. And that's when the fear shows up. Not the kind that makes you stop. The kind that makes you think faster. You start doing the math in your head. How do I fix this? How do I get it back? How do I make this disappear before anyone notices? And that's when you look at the machine. The same machine you've been watching every night. The one that takes money from everyone else. The one you thought you understood. You've seen it long enough. You know how it moves. You know when people win. You know when it pays out. At least, you think you do. And that thought, that quiet confidence, that's all it takes. Because when you're out of options, even a bad idea sounds like a solution. So one night, you stay back. After everyone leaves, you lock the door, turn off the lights, disconnect the cameras, and for the first time, it's just you and the machine. You tell yourself this is different. You're not gambling. You're using knowledge. You're reading patterns. You're taking advantage of something other people don't see. That's what you believe. So you put money in, not yours. Again, and you start. At first, it works. 10 minutes in, you're up, way up, more than you expected, more than you needed. Your heart starts racing, because for a second, it feels like you figured it out, like you found a way out, like you beat the system. And this is the most dangerous moment. Not when you lose, when you win. Because winning tells you the lie you want to hear, that you're in control, so you don't stop. You go again, different spot, same logic, same confidence. And for a moment, it works again, just enough to pull you deeper, just enough to make you stay. And then it changes. You lose one round, then another, and suddenly, it's not about winning anymore. It's about getting back to zero. Because now you're thinking, I was just up. I can get it back. I just need one more. And this is where it flips. You're not playing to win. You're playing to undo the fact that you already lost. So you keep going. Faster now. Louder. More desperate. And in less than an hour, everything is gone. Not just the money you made. Everything. And more. Way more. You stop. Finally. Not because you want to, but because there's nothing left to use. You're standing there. In the dark. Looking at the same machine you thought you understood. And for the first time, you see it differently. You weren't controlling it. You were feeding it. And the worst part? You knew better. You knew something was wrong. You just didn't stop. Because at some point, this stopped being about money and started becoming about something else. Something harder to admit. You didn't just want to fix the problem. You wanted to prove that you were never wrong in the first place. After that night, something changes. Not outside. Inside, you still go to work. You still see the same people. You still get her texts. Come get me. Like nothing ever happened. And that's what messes with you the most. Because everything looks the same. But you know it isn't. You start noticing things you ignored before. The way she talks. The way she laughs. The way she leans in. Just enough. Not too much. Just enough to make you feel something. You used to think that was real. Now you're not so sure. You start replaying moments in your head. Every time she smiled. Every time she stayed a little longer. Every time you thought, this is different. And slowly, it starts to fall apart. Because you realize something you didn't want to see before. She doesn't belong to you. She never did. She belongs to the system. The same system that pays her. The same system that paid you. The same system that just took everything back from you. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Every interaction feels different now. Every word sounds rehearsed. Every moment feels rented. And then it hits you, not all at once, but in pieces. The nights, the spending, the attention, the way she made you feel like you mattered. None of it was random. None of it was personal. It was part of something. A loop. A cycle. You walk in. You feel something. You pay. You come back. Over and over again. Different faces. Same outcome. And the worst part? You thought you were outside of it. You thought you were special. That you found a way to be close without being a customer. Without playing the game. But you were never outside. You were just deeper in. And now, you're standing there, looking at everything differently. The money you lost, the nights you can't take back, the version of yourself that thought he understood what was going on. And, for the first time, you don't feel angry. You don't feel jealous. You feel exposed. Like something got stripped away. Not just the money. Not just the girl. But the illusion. And that's when it really sinks in. This was never about her. It was never about the money. It was about the moment you decided that what you were feeling mattered more than what was real. And if I'm being honest, that's the part that stays with you. Because you don't know when it started. You don't know exactly where you crossed the line. But you know this. You didn't lose because you were stupid. You lost because you believed something that felt good, even when it wasn't true. And if you were put back in the same position, same girl, same money, same nights, would you do anything differently? Or would you tell yourself the same thing again? That this time, it's real.